Hello, YouTube land. Welcome to another edition of Jeff's Toy Reviews. I am Jeff, your host, and today I am reviewing Transformers, Titans Return, Darkmoon, and Astrotrain. This is a Voyager class figure. Comes in your standard Transformers box. Nice picture of Darkmoon in Astrotrain's head mode, and standard window box, and transforms to three things, and Autobot logo on the side, all your products stuffed on the back. Here is the profile if you want to read it. Very short, but in 4 different languages. You have Astrotrain and Darkmoon. His head pops off, and in one step, he's a robot, and he becomes Darkmoon really quickly. And Astrotrain transforms into the space shuttle here, and also his train mode. And the cool thing is Darkmoon can ride in the cockpit. Darkmoon can also be used for Soundwave, Alpha Trion, Wolfwire, and then of course you have Apeface, another Headmaster, and all these other little Titan Masters or Headmasters, whatever you want to call them, can fit on Deluxe, Voyager, Leader, and of course the Titan class Fort Max. They can all basically take over and destroy the world. And then of course you have a nice piece of artwork on the side. Now, on to the toy. The reason why I don't have him out is he's long. He's a very long figure, in his train mode anyway. And it's really funny because I have Sentinel Prime. I have the San Diego Comic-Con pack that came with Sentinel Prime. And I've never transported him into his train mode. This is the first time I've put him into this mold into train mode at all. And I like it on Astrotrain. I like the colors. They went back to the nice G1 purples, blacks, and grays. Oops, turning it over here. And it was nice molding. You got the wheels, for the train mode. Got all these different wheels and stuff. You have the cockpit on the side, but this is just like the front of the train, excuse me. You have guns up here, guns here. These are his actual guns. This is his rifle, which has very nice molding. And if you want to display your figure in train mode, you can plug it in there, and you can take this other one. Now this is really weird. I don't know if it's awkward. It's just weird. So this peg plugs into this port fine. No big deal. But if you take the other ports, look at that. It just flops and it falls out onto the floor. I think it's very odd, very strange. I'm not sure what they were thinking, because the instructions show it just plugging right into the side. Show it plugging right into the side, and then you just put the figure in there. But if you do that, he's just going to be like that. So, move these out of the way, and here is the cockpit, and you can put your Titan Master in there. Let me get him out. This is Darkmoon, and nice molding. It looks like Sound Blaster to me from the Leader class Soundwave, like the head does, but we'll see. I have to take a look at other. I have to take a look to compare them. So let's get face sculpt there, and of course, just like all the other Titans Return figures, he can basically sit like that or like this, and that's it. He's got the little peg here on the bottom that allows him to sit securely into things, and bam, he's in. He's locked in. I like what they did. I like the guns. He looks more like a battle tank, which instead of a space shuttle, and I like it. I think it's pretty neat. It's different, and I think that's why I like it. Mine doesn't roll so well because it only has one wheel here and one wheel here. Oh, and a wheel here. And that speeds free, but this one doesn't spin that free, and this one doesn't spin that free, so it kind of drags along the surface. So anyway, so put him down for just a second. I'm going to go ahead and transform this guy into his shuttle mode. Take a look at that. So you can just start by flipping these pieces up, and that's on all four of these. There's on both sides. Just plugs it right into there. They snap into place, and then you can take these panels here, fold them down, get the wing out of the way. The wing, this peg goes into that slot to hold that in place, and then you can bring that one down like so, and like this one. These are a little tougher on the back side because there is a nice rectangular, which mine has like the little flashing right there, rectangular port that goes right, or rectangular tab that goes right into this port here. Fits in nice and securely. And then just like this, so you got all that done. You're going to untab the arms from the legs, and on this side too. And we're just going to bring this entire assembly, you see this, right down, and this tab is going to go into this little section here. So it just plugs in nice and tight, and then you're going to bring these back together, or not back together, but you're going to bring them together. Actually, I forgot to do something. Sorry, forgot to do this. Oh, yep. That happens with some of these figures. It didn't break off or anything. It's just got the very shallow nubs and holes, so it just pops back in there. You're just going to go ahead and flip up the front of the train and bring out the nose cone of the cockpit, and you're going to do the same thing on this side. This just pulls up like so, and like that. If I can line that up, sorry. Snap that together. Everything's nice and snug. And then you're going to take these two panels, you're going to put them back up, and you're going to put them right back into these holes here. These little rectangular pieces are going to go right into that hole, and just kind of line it up. It's really weird. I got some little flashing, little plastic flashing here. The first time I've noticed that. Anyway, so that plugs in, makes it nice and secure, and then this one plugs in, nice and secure. You're going to come back to the inside. You're going to bring the arms down. This arm down. Okay, like so. Take these front panels up here, turn like so again, and okay, just want to get those all clamped in, down. Okay, turn it back around. You're going to take this piece, it's just sitting here, really. It's not like tabbed in. It was tabbed in by the wings here. This is just on a singular swivel, and it just comes in here. You'll see this peg here, this slot, and that just lines up like so. And then, then here on the back of the arm, you have this slot here, and you have this tab here, and that's just gonna bring the wings all the way down. It's gonna plug right in. Oop, hold on, excuse me. So you're gonna bring this down, and there's like this little piece here, and it's got to tuck underneath the plastic shell here to make it nice and flat. And then you can bring the arms up and tab it in, and mine do securely tab in, which is nice. Sorry, I'm a little off screen all over the place. And then bring these wings down, and there you have him in his shuttle mode. And you know, I'm sure repro labels, if they haven't, they will. They'll probably come up with something to fill in the glass here. This is the cockpit on the shuttle, or you can have this is the cockpit on the shuttle. This is basically where your Titan Master is still sitting. I didn't take him out yet. And I don't know, I think it'd be nice if they filled something in here, maybe a few more repro labels for a couple other things. But, you know, this is what you got. So you're going to pull down. You have a landing gear here. It goes all the way down like so. And then you have two more landing gears in the back. And there he goes. So I'm going to bring the camera a little closer and a little lower so you could see. Sorry if I was a little off screen on some of that. I'm working in a limited room. I've been reorganizing. And before I get to, and you know, the same thing with the weapon storage. It does show you can plug in here. This is a little bit better. It's not very sturdy, but it's a little bit better than what it was. There's no other way to plug it in here, which would be nice. Maybe to have it sit here. And I thought there was a way to put the gun in another spot, but I can't remember it right now. Or you can just put the blaster, his rifle here, and that one sits in pretty good. Or you can bring it around like so, and that sits in even better and more flush. Just this weird awkward peg sticks out. So, but that's him in his shuttle mode. I forgot to show you at the beginning, he does come with his instructions, and he does come with the card of Astrotrain, which has all his tech specs and how much stronger he gets with Darkmoon attached. But, you know, it's that. And so now to robot mode. Robot mode is very easy. This transformation on all this is very easy. You're going to flip in the gear, and this one up here, bring in gear, and you're going to just, I'm going to bring him out first because I don't want to fiddle with it later. Close that, bring the wings just straight back, and you're going to untab the arms, tab there, slot there, bring that up forward just a little bit, and then you're going to bring the wings back. And I'll show you how I like him displayed, just because it doesn't really give you a definitive way to put his wings. Maybe it does. I don't know. I don't pay attention sometimes to that because I like displaying my toys the way I like to display my toys. So got that, and then you're going to take these tabs. You should bring that up. Tab 1 or slot, tab, the section. Just fold these sections down. I'm going to fold these sections down too. And you can already see the front of his body here, and the arms a little bit going. And then we're going to go back on the other side here because you're going to bring this section down. And again, this is just going to tab here, and that becomes his backpack. And there you go. Let me adjust the camera, bring this up a little bit so you could see a little bit better. I have a little bit more working room, or room to work with, excuse me. And then you're going to take the legs, you're going to bring them apart, and you're just going to rotate them forward. You're going to bring this piece up here again, and you're just going to bring down like so. That's his feet. And not much of a heel spur, but actually, there's no heel spur there at all, really. It's just the foot, and then it goes up so quick that it's just the back of a foot. And then just bring that down. So, and then you do have his fists that are tucked in here. And there's tabs on the back of his fist right here then there's little slots in that panel there. That just keeps it in place. And you could put his rifle in his hand. What I do with this piece for storage, actually, I just tuck it here in the back because you have these pieces right here. Just kind of like that. It just sits off to the back. You can't see it really in robot mode, which is nice. So it doesn't bother me, and I know it's there. So, sorry, raise the camera up a little bit. We're almost done. And you're going to take Darkmoon. You're going to bring him in again, and there is Astrotrain's face. And I really like his face. It's not showing very well on the camera, but his eyes are painted red. There is no light piping or anything for these guys, just like they were before. And I always turn the head forward so it plugs in easier. And you're going to plug in the head here. And then you're going to just, there's this button right here, and this will bring up the sides. And he does have some rotation, not much, but he can look right and left, and not really up and down. It's kind of limited by the ball joint of the Titan Master head. But I do like this. I like this look. They did a really good job with this mold of Sentinel Prime, turning it into Astrotrain. And I'm sure that's what their intention was before, but they gave us Astrotrain after Sentinel Prime. I would have liked to have seen Astrotrain first, just because it's Astrotrain and he's cool. And I've always had a spot in my heart for Astrotrain. I no longer have the G1 figure, or I would show you that. And I don't have the Classics figure either of Astrotrain. So I don't have any comparisons there for you. But bring Astrotrain. Oh, Astrotrain's... also, the rest of range of motion, his arms, just on friction, just nice swivel on his arms and rotate 360. His arms do go out. He does have a bicep swivel. He can't just go over 90 degrees. It's not like it's not double hinged or anything. It's just the way it's given. They gave it a little bit more latitude, which is nice. No wrist swivel or anything. He does have, nope, he doesn't. He doesn't have a waist swivel. He does have a thigh swivel, and of course he can do the splits, and he can even do further if you want to untab the crotch area. And he nice ratchets in the thighs, and he can do 90 degrees, and he does have a foot pivot. So no ankle rocker or anything like that. But you know, he looks good on the shelf, and I'm going to bring out a couple of figs to compare him with. Here is Sentinel Prime. This is the CDC version of Sentinel Prime. I like the Astrotrain colors more. I wasn't going to buy Sentinel Prime, but I wanted Brainstorm really bad. And I wanted the CDC version of Windblade and Brainstorm. So I haven't reviewed those yet. You haven't missed anything. I will review those eventually. I just haven't done it yet. So here he is with Sentinel Prime. Here he is with Leader Class Soundwave. As you can see, Soundwave towers way over Astrotrain because he's a Leader Class and he should. And let's bring out Blur. You know, he's a deluxe, so of course, you know, he's going to be a lot smaller. But yeah. So there we go. Get these guys off to the side. This has been my review of Astrotrain. Now, here's the thing. Oop, excuse me. I've been bumping my camera all day. I apologize. If you are a fan of Astrotrain, and of course you're going to need more Decepticons in this wave, get him. He's awesome. I got this guy at Big Bad Toy Store. He's going to be hitting shelves pretty soon, I'm sure. I like this figure a lot. I think he looks great. He's got nice paint apps. Nothing overblown or anything. They did put the red and purple, you know, like he had in his wings, I believe, when he was for his G1 counterpart. He's got these nice little guns on the side now, so he's a little bit more, he get more firepower. I really like this light gray with the purple and the black, and he looks, I think he really fits the part of Astrotrain, which I've been missing on my shelf for quite some time. And I think he's totally worth it. Great fig, awesome, awesome paint, awesome detail. The detailing is just amazing. You know, the backpack is not that bad considering, you know, you got the gun on the back, but it's not that bad. I mean, he's Astrotrain. I mean, if you want, you can actually fold these wings down further. I just do that so I can post the gun back here. But if I run out of room, then, you know, that extra ½ inch might help. Who knows? But this has been my review of Astrotrain from Titans Return, the new Transformers line. This is from Wave 2. And again, if you're an Astrotrain fan, I say pick him up. If you're just a completionist, you're going to get him anyway. If you don't like Sentinel Prime, like if you hate Sentinel Prime, you got him, you don't like him, you don't like the mold, you think it's stupid, then Astrotrain's going to be 50-50 for you. You're either going to want him because he's Astrotrain and he fits that mold, which he does because he is the train, he is the space shuttle, and he is the warrior. So, you know, you're going to get everything you want out of him. I think he's a great pickup. He's a good find. He looks good. He looks good on the shelf with the other Titans Return characters. And I'm very pleased. So, like I said, you can pick him up at Big Bad Toy Store. I'll put the website in the description. And all I can say is thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or questions, sorry, I just pulled the, man, I'm just out of it today. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know. Just, add a comment into the, onto the video. I reply to most of my comments. Negative comments, not so much, but, you know, positive comments or questions. I try to answer everybody's question if I know the answer. And, if you are first time watching this video, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and you all have a great one.